When you get your mimio, you should get two boxes. You should get a big box that has your main unit and a smaller box that has your wireless adapter. If you only get the big box, you can still use your mimio. You will take your main unit out of the box. It looks like this. And it will have an end on it that says link USB. And with that end on it, you will have to use the included USB cable that will plug into here and then go to your laptop, and you will have a corded connection. However, most teachers should get a wireless adapter, and I'll show you how to put that on. First of all, remember that you need to use these clips. Pull the self-adhesive tape cover off and stick it to your board. And then hopefully if you ever change classrooms, the teacher before you will already have these on her board as well, or his board as well. There are suction cups under these clips, however they don't tend to stay permanently and the mimio can fall and break. If you don't want to use the self-adhesive clips, you can use your mimio by putting it on the tray and then suction cupping it to the bottom of the whiteboard. That gives you a little extra support, and it will work just as well on the tray as it does if you hang it on your board. Most teachers are going to clip it to their board like so. Some don't want to do that. Suction cup it to the bottom. It will work if it's laying on your tray. Okay. Open your wireless packet that comes in the smaller box. You're going to take the original USB bottom off of the main unit, push the button in the back and slide it off. Plug the wireless adapter, and you'll know which one you have because this one has the wireless antenna on it, so you know this one works with the wireless USB adapter. Plug your charger into the back of it so that you can plug it into your power supply and put the adapter on the bottom. Okay? Also in the box you will find the USB wireless adapter. It looks like this. Now, this adapter will only work with this particular bottom to the main unit. I can't take this into the classroom and try to use it with someone else's mimio, and I can't take this into the classroom and try to use it with someone else's adapter. These two came together in a box. They have to stay together. Okay, I'm going to plug this into the USB port. And now my mimio and my computer are going to talk to each other. One other thing to remember, when you do put your mimio on your whiteboard, make sure that this black bubble here is pointing towards your area of work. That has a little sensor in it, and you're going to need to have that. So if you have it up, you need to have your bubble fading up, pointing this way. If you have it down on here, you need to have your bubble pointing up. And the first thing it's going to ask me to do is to calibrate the machine. Okay? In your main box, the large box that came with your unit, you will find your stylus and you will find a battery. Just put the battery in here at the bottom. To know whether or not you have the battery in correctly and if it's working, if you'll push the tip and it's buzzing, then you know that it's working. Already installed on your computers should be the Mimio tools. It's part of the software that we have on our computers. If it's not there, you may need to get your media specialist to download it for you from the website, especially if there's a newer version. But everyone should have the Mimio tools on their computers. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to edit or make changes to a page that we have pulled up. I'm going to pull up Harrison County Schools webpage. Okay. All right. On your stylus, your top button is your mouse hover button. If you press it, then you can move your mouse without actually touching the board. Your bottom button is your right click for your mouse. All right, and whenever you need to go back to using this as a mouse, you simply click the mouse on your first thing that you need to do in order to be able to edit or make changes to a page that you have pulled up on your laptop through your LCD projector is to take a picture of the page. The very bottom right corner it looks like a highlighter. What it actually does is it takes a picture of the page. You can hear the shutter. So now I have this image and I can make any changes to it that I want to. So I'm going to change my stylus mouse into a highlighter, and I'm going to highlight. I don't like the red. I think I'm going to change it to blue. Okay. I want my highlighter line to be smaller. This little bar here, if you move it to the left, it makes your highlighter much, much thinner. The further you move it to the right, the thicker your line is. Same thing works with your pen. I'll move it all the way over. I've got a thick pen, but you can tell the difference. The highlighter, obviously you can still see what's underneath it. When it's a pen or a pencil, you cannot. Okay, so I've made these changes to this page, and now I'm going to exit. The next thing you need to do is we're going to learn how to create a completely new or different document. So you need to pull up your Mimio software, Mimio Studio, and it does come up with your tools automatically. If you go to your gallery is always going to be the one with the picture frame. Click on your gallery, and everything that you have loaded, that you have saved, packs that you get from Mimio Connect are always going to be in your gallery, as well as everything that we just did to that webpage. And it's going to be under screen annotations. So that's what we were just doing on the webpage. So now I can save this, I can make further changes to it, but everything that I did is automatically saved in the gallery. I didn't have to tell it to save it. The program just automatically did that. All right, so I'm going to exit out of here. Now, just really quickly, we're going to go through just what each tool does. Have our Visual Studio notebook pulled up. We're going to learn how to use each one of the tools. The first tool, obviously, is the mouse. The second tool is a magnifying glass, and it will do the same thing that these come into focus or go out of focus or come close up or far away. Next is your pen or your pencil, and again, as I said before when we were editing the web page, you can make your line thicker or thinner. Okay. Next is your highlighter, and you can change your colors. You have your palette here of 8 colors. If you don't like any of those, click on the small palette button, and you can change it to whatever color you want. Okay. The next button is the eraser, and you can erase wide or thin, just like you write wide or thin. So I can erase big chunks, or I can turn it to the thinner one and erase just a teeny tiny bit, which takes much longer to erase. You see all of that, I just did that little piece, but okay. Next is your line drawer. This would be really good for math teachers. It will draw a straight line. You just put it down and draw your line, and then you can make graphs, whatever. Next are shapes. I can add in a square. It's a lot like Microsoft Word. You need to put it in, and then you can decide how big you want it. Next is text. Okay. When I push the text button, it's going to give me the opportunity to make a text box, and as soon as I open that text box, it's going to let you have the same choices that you would have in Word. You can change your font, you can change your the size of your letters, center it, whatever. Tap inside the box. Tools menu, where you see a brush and a pencil, you're going to click on Text Tools, and your keyboard's going to come up. Now, you can use your keyboard by accessing it from your laptop or by accessing it from here. So I'm going to click in my box, and I'm going to start typing. Okay? And that's how you use your text box. Once you've pulled your keyboard up once, it will always stay down here in your tray, so if you need it back, you just click there, click the bottom to make it disappear. Okay, so that's your text. This button opens documents. If you want to pull a document into Mimio Notebook, click on the one that looks like a file folder, and that will pull that in there. The last button, it will take a picture of whatever you're doing, just like we did with the web page. It will take a picture of it, and you can start it as a new page. I'm not going to do that right now. Okay. And these are your colors, and they will only show up when you're using it as a stylus or a highlighter, or as a pen, not as a mouse. And then your color palette, that one opens your gallery like we showed before, and then you have more tools. Okay, when you click on the brush and the pencil, which is what we use to bring up the keyboard tool, you have some other tools available. One is called Reveal. And when you click it, you get this black screen with the 4 arrows. This is to help if you want to reveal an answer or reveal a question, but not the answer yet, however you want to use it. And you can reveal pieces of the screen in any direction. Okay, when you finish, you just exit. All right, going back to my brush and my pencil. Another tool is the spotlight. And with the spotlight, you can reveal pieces of your screen by using this round spotlight. Okay, and I can exit. Another tool is the recorder. This is one of my favorite. Okay, when you hit the recorder, you're going to get this menu. Hit the red button, and now everything that I do is being recorded. Okay. I'm going to make changes. I'm going to change to a pen and write something on the board. If you have a microphone on your laptop, then it will also record your voice. If you don't, then you will need to add a microphone. Mimio is not going to record your voice, but it is going to record everything that you're doing. So when you finish, go back to your tools, your recorder, and I'm going to hit stop. Now, if I had a student who was out sick, or if I have a homebound student and they need to see the lesson that I taught in class that day, here it is. It's going to pull it up in Windows Media Player. I do have a microphone on my laptop, so it's going to have my voice as well. So everything that I did, pull that out of the way, is being shown in Windows Media Player. So I have my whole lesson recorded. It's great if you need to record a lesson for a sub. As I said, it's great if you need to email a lesson home to a homebound student. You just may need to get a microphone if you don't have one on your laptop. Okay, that is one of my favorites. And I'm going to exit, and it will ask you if you want to save the lesson. I didn't. Do you wish to save the current video? No. Okay. Those are your tools. If you have any questions, you can always go to mimio.com, and it will take you through a user guide. And you also have some setup guides that came with your Mimio, your setup guide for your wireless and for your Mimio. They're very easy to read, very short, to the point.